Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. The one charm of the past is that it is in the past. The lie flies and the truth limps after it. In times of war, the law falls silent. Do the hard jobs first. The easy jobs will take care of themselves. No man is free who is not a master of himself. If a man is as wise as a serpent, he can afford to be as harmless as a dove. A man is about the product of his thoughts, what he thinks he becomes. Progress is impossible without change. Women are meant to be loved, not to be understood. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Difficulty strengthens the mind as labor does the body. We are addicted to our thoughts. We cannot change anything if we cannot change our thinking. Learn first, teach later. No man becomes rich unless he enriches others. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Finish each day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. You shall begin it serenely and with too high a spirit to be encumbered with your old nonsense. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Be equally indifferent to blame and praise. To lead an orchestra, you must tell your back on the crowd. Reality continues to ruin my life. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Manage your mood, because if it does not obey, then it commands. Complete yesterday, use up too much of today. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. I'm not afraid of death. I just don't want to be there when it happens. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. You may turn into an archangel, a fool, or a criminal. No one will see it. But when a button is missing, everyone sees that. I may not have gone where I intended to go, but I think I have ended up where I needed to be. Some infinities are bigger than other infinities. Receive without conceit, release without struggle. All that we are is the result of our thoughts. First think, second believe, third dream, and finally dear. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Men are moved by two leaders only: fear and self-interest. Rule your mind or it will rule you. Most so-called failures are only temporary defeats. What Paul says about Peter tells us more about Paul than about Peter. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Things change, and friends leave. Life doesn't stop for anybody. Live every day as your last, because one of these days it will be. Intellect is invisible to the man who has none. Men cheat because they don't feel needed, women because they don't feel loved. If there's a single lesson that life teaches us, it's that wishing doesn't make it so. Never put off till tomorrow the fun you can have today. When someone loves you, the way they talk about you is different. You feel safe and comfortable. The greatest victory is victory over yourself. Often the lies that are believed become the truth. Life is what happens to us while we are making other plans. The best is always the enemy of the good. I'm selfish, impatient, and a little insecure. I make mistakes. I am out of control and at times hard to handle. But if you can't handle me at my worst, then you sure as hell don't deserve me at my best. Control your finances, or lack of them will control you. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. Only the dead have seen the end of war. The saints are the sinners who keep on trying. In order to understand the world, one has to turn away from it on occasion. Do not judge, or you too will be judged. To give out someone else's secret is a betrayal. To give out yours is stupidity. Marrying is not at all difficult. It is difficult to be married. Everything you can imagine is real. Today, you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. When in doubt, tell the truth. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. Children learn by an adult example, not by their words. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Out of your vulnerabilities, become your strength. The man that marries a woman with big breast will always have a partner who is confident in her own body and embraces her femininity. We must bring our own light to the darkness. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. He who builds on the people builds on the mud. Anything you dream is fiction, and anything you accomplish is science. The whole history of mankind is nothing but science fiction. Without courage, wisdom bears no fruit. Any fool can know, the point is to understand. Treat your parents as you would like your children to treat you.